welcome back to another episode of Father to Father podcast. I'm your host, Emmanuel.
And I'm your host, Alex. What's up, guys?
And as you can see, we're joined by a special guest. But before we go into her, just want to say welcome back, Alex. You was missed last week.
I was. Sorry, guys. I know you missed me, but I'm back now.
Okay. We didn't need all of that. But yes, you was missed. Small. But H did a good job though. H did a good job.
He did his thing.
H did a good job. I'm out to replace you.
Impossible.
The people are speaking. They're like, Emmanuel, can you replace Alex with H? I'm like, I don't know.
This is my podcast, but we ain't replacing nothing. We chatting about that.
No, honestly, it's good to have you back, man. Yeah. I missed you, man. I've missed you small.
Miss you too, my guy.
It's okay. No, but so today's episode is very, 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 very special because of the special guest that we have. It's special because when I tell you what we've got in store, you guys are going to be loving it as well. So make sure you've got your popcorn, make sure you're sitting well. If you're listening to us on Spotify, make sure you're not doing anything, you're sitting down.
Stay focused.
Because this episode is juicy. Well, I hope it's going to be juicy. So without further ado, please introduce yourself, your name, if you want to tell us your age, what you do, where you're from, and just take it away.
So I am Victoria and I'm 25 and I'm from London. What else did you say?
Is there anything, what do you do, or anything like that? Just so soft to
Let
us.
people know about you.
Yeah, let people know about you, man. Yeah.
So I'm 25 from London. Mm-hmm. I work in construction.
Okay.
So design buildings and that.
Okay.
That was about it. That's all there is to know. Right now.
I think you're missing one information.
Oh, wait, okay.
Go.
Oh, and I am Alex's partner.
Oh! Yes. So I thought I'd just let you do the honors because obviously, this episode is basically about Victoria and Alex. And I get to sit down, relax, I ask the questions. So over the past few weeks, obviously, those that follow me on Instagram, I'm putting out polls about dating and how it's like dating as a father or dating someone that's got a child. So we thought, why not bring Alex partner on the show and she can give us all the gist and how it's like dating someone with a child. So I guess my first question is, how is it?
Alex,
don't pitch out.
Better answer correct.
So far, it's been great. It's been more pros than cons.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Cool.
So in my experience, it is. So.
Yeah. So how did you guys meet?
We met in uni.
First year studying architecture.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, first year of uni. I'm trying to piece story time together. I don't know when you found out you were going to be a father or.
Nah, that was
Who?
What happened? No, I just had AJ. AJ.
Yeah, he had just had AJ.
Wow.
Yeah,
So how was that for you when you found out he was like? Did he tell you straight away or and like what's the story? Give us the story now.
So
look at him. Look here or look at the cameras. Yeah, look at him.
So the way we met is we were in architecture together, and we were in a module called comms, and we were sitting next to each other. Yeah, architecture and communications. And the lecturer said, the 5 people around you need to exchange numbers. Because you're going to be in a group.
You're going to be in a group, yeah.
So he was sitting right next to me, so I had to give him my number.
Just like that.
But at that, and then we became friends, and then he told me he had a child.
Oh, so it was friendship first, like?
Yeah, he was with the mother of his child at that point.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
We hadn't split at this point. Me and my son's mum hadn't split. And I was just sitting next to her in our first ever lecture. And then the lecture was basically like, the 5 people around you, you're in a group, share each other's numbers and go off and do the project. So that's how we started talking.
So basically you have your lecturer to thank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big, what's his name again?
I can't remember
his name, but yo, Mr. Man.
Yeah.
He did me a solid still.
Oh wow, okay. So we've now obviously that's the introduction.
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys broke up, Alex, like
When we what?
Sorry. So when you broke up with your son's mum, so how soon did you?
Emmanuel.
Listen, because you said
No, it
you were
wasn't-
friends, you look, someone just asked
Nah, it wasn't like
It wasn't that
blind.
soon.
You saw her like, right, she's fine, but you didn't act upon it.
Nah, I
You
didn't
just-
act upon it. I
And
didn't.
like, so
No,
how
I
soon
didn't. You know what
did
it was?
you?
Alright, here's what it was. So I saw her. I was like, yeah, she's cool. I didn't really. I wasn't obviously. I was with my son's mum, so I wasn't looking anywhere. But then what happened? We split. How many?
It was like a month into uni.
Nah, 2 months.
Yeah,
2
2
months. 2
months,
months. 2 months into uni, me and my son's mum split. And then
What, because of Vicky?
nah,
Please.
nah, not at all.
Nah,
Listen, we weren't even as close then.
we
I'm just here to set the pot, man.
Yeah, nah, we
Yeah,
weren't-
at that point we weren't that close. We were just in our group, in our uni group together. Yeah,
I
we
found her
mates.
annoying. I found her mad.
whatever.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Man. That's how it starts. You know what
Yeah.
it is?
So we were just in a group together. Yeah, and that was it. We weren't close at that point.
I have my question, bro. So how soon did you make
What
a
like
move?
what make a move? Okay, so
Or
what
like
happened
or
was
tell her that you like
no,
her.
this is what happened. Like I said, I actually found her quite annoying at first because she used to take
Okay.
the piss out of my work.
I didn't
and then
take
she
the piss
broke. She broke one of my projects. Like she was holding it and she broke a model that I made. I wasn't happy about that. But the thing about her was that she made me laugh a lot. Like she made me laugh bears. And obviously, coming from before I came to uni, obviously I was preparing for my son to arrive, and it was tough because you know I had no money, no job, no degree, no job prospects whatsoever. So and I'm about to have a kid, so it was a really tough time for me. I definitely wasn't smiling or laughing much throughout that whole 9 months. I won't lie, but obviously I was very happy when my son came. But then when I met Vicky, yes, she was very annoying, but she used to make me laugh to like my side hurts. Like even now, like 6 and a half years on, she still makes me laugh like crazy. That's one of the things that made me notice her a lot. So then we were calling that, and then my birthday came up, and
Oh yeah.
I was gonna spend my birthday by myself. I wasn't gonna go home to see my son or my son's mom because we just split and it was very recent. And so I decided I was just gonna stay. I was just gonna be by myself, order some pizza, watch a film, and go to bed. And then
Thank God for another year.
you know what I mean? Like thank God I'm still alive after everything that I've been through. So but Vicky found out obviously that it was my birthday, and then that morning.
So I'm gonna pause you there. How did you find out it was birthday?
What?
He told me.
Obviously told
Like
me.
yeah.
Okay.
So like I think the day before he told me my birthday is tomorrow. I was like, oh, what are you doing? And he was like, nothing. I was like, how are you gonna do nothing for your birthday? But anyway,
Yeah, so she says all that, and I just wasn't gonna do anything. Then the next morning, she calls me at like 7 or 7:30 in the morning. It's like, oh, open your door. So I go to open my door now, and she's there with cake. So she comes with cake. She made it herself and everything. So I put it away.
It wasn't just me. It wasn't just me with the cake.
Who else was it?
The uni look, Barbara and that.
I just remember you still. You're a bad guy.
No, so what I did was after, I think it was a couple of days before, because I liked baking at that point.
Okay.
So
You don't like it no more.
no, I still like baking. But then I asked other people in architecture whether they know Alex, like the guys and everything, and they were like, yeah. I was like, well, it's his birthday tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I'm going to go surprise him in the morning. I'm going to make a cake. Do you guys want to come through? So I think at first it was just me.
And then you went and got everyone.
And I went and got everyone, yeah.
So that's
So we surprised them.
So at what point
did I realise that I like
No, I'm coming to her.
Okay.
So at what point did you realise that you actually like him? Because I just feel like...
And I didn't like him at that point. No, I actually didn't like him like that. He was going to spend his birthday alone, yeah, and I think I baked the cake for someone else.
Okay, when you first saw him, did you find him attractive?
Did I find him?
Hey, this guy.
But I didn't think of him like that.
No, but are you...
He told me he was in a relationship. I actually didn't think of him like that. I didn't think of him as, this guy's paying.
I'm just here to stay.
Listen, I didn't think of him like that.
No problem. Okay. So, alright, cool. So, yeah, the birthday, and after the birthday...
So basically, cut the long story short. So my birthday happened. I was supposed to spend it by myself, but she brought bare other people round. So I actually spent my birthday with like loads of people in my house.
She was the
and huh?
I think you knew that she was the one.
Nah, you know what? That's when I started paying. Like that's when I was like, you know what? This one is
Special.
interesting. Yeah, like, I started to like. She had my attention in it.
Okay.
Her
plan worked.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not even mad. You're not even mad.
Women put themselves in
You know what I mean? Like she's gassing, bro.
Positioning. That's what she did.
I was only 18. I wasn't thinking like that.
Yeah, true. She was.
Fair enough.
She was. But yeah, so after that, I think that's when I was like, okay, yeah, no, this girl's actually kind of cool. And then we just chatted more. Then I think I remember now. So then I think the following day or 2 days after my birthday, I was like, oh, it was late at night. Must have been about maybe 9 p.m. or something. And obviously I thought I was that guy, innit? I just thought I was that guy. So I was messaging and I was like, oh, what did I say? I was like, oh, what do you think about horror movies? And she was like, oh, I love them. I was like, cool. There's a film at 10:30. What film was it? Ouija?
Ouija, yeah.
There's a film called Ouija at 10:30. Get dressed, I'm taking you out.
Cheers!
Hold on a minute.
Just send it straight.
Hold on a minute. She goes, no.
I was like, I just got, literally, he messaged me that as I had just got into bed, I put on my pajamas. I was like, no, I'm not getting up.
I got so humbled that night. Bro, I got so
Bro, wig
humbled.
was off, everything was off.
She was like, mate, I think she was literally like, mate, I'm taking off my bra. I'm not going out.
I'm not going nowhere. I was
nowhere.
comfortable. I was like, no, I'm not
So I was
going
like,
nowhere.
right, yeah, she's going to do like this. But I think it was like the following day.
Yeah, the following day we
went cinema.
Yeah.
And then we were just walking and talking and then just built from there. Christmas time came and we were just like, obviously after uni, we go home for Christmas.
Yeah.
So we were just chatting all the time, like talking all the time till like 5 a.m. And then yeah, it just built up to what it is now.
So I know everyone's waiting to the juicy part of things, but we need foundation first. If she didn't live in London, do you think that would have played a part, or you?
Nah, probably
No,
still.
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
So you're not long distance.
We didn't even see each other. We
didn't see each other over
We
Christmas,
didn't actually
no.
see each other throughout
We
Christmas
just spoke
time.
every day.
We just spoke all the time, and we were on
Yeah.
What's it called?
You were hangouts at that point.
Hangouts.
Yeah,
Basically another Zoom,
Skype, was it? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we just chatted all the time, but we
Yeah,
never
but
met
never-
up. We never met up.
And you weren't actually that far.
No, we weren't.
So like, cool. Let's fast forward now. When you knew that you liked her, and you knew like you liked him, did him having a child play like what factor did that play like?
So when he told me he liked me,
How long into was this? How long was it?
What, from when I split with my son's mom?
Yes, because you haven't asked the question yet.
that was like, how many months was that? That was about 2 months. Yeah, it was about 2-3
That's
months.
fine, man. Hey, listen, we don't. Some people don't wait 2 months.
Yeah, so he told me, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, she didn't tell me that she liked me back.
No, I didn't tell him I liked
It's
him
not by
back.
force.
Nah, well,
I
I
didn't tell
said
him I
that.
liked
Like,
him
look,
back.
if you don't
But do you
like
know
me
what
back,
it
it's
is?
cool.
My brother, he has 2 baby mums. Well, a baby mum and a girlfriend, right?
Okay.
And the relationship with his first baby mum has always been toxic.
Okay.
So that's always put a negative, like a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, I'm not dating a guy with a kid.
Okay.
So although I did like him, I was like, no, I'm not putting myself in that situation.
Okay.
Because
So you like
I just assume, because everyone assumes baby mama drama, and because I'd seen that from my brother, I was just like, no, I'm not doing it. But obviously, we were on the same course. He lived the floor below me, so we were around each other constantly. So over time, I did actually like him. I told him I liked him back, and
She
then
decided that she was gonna tell me. She decided to tell me she liked me at what, New Year's Eve.
listen,
or something.
we were just talking.
Oh,
No, it wasn't like that. We were just talking. We were just
This is the
talking.
thing about it. This is
Oh
the
my
thing. Like,
days.
Vicky, the type of
She
person
was
that
doing
Vicky
High
was.
School Musical.
Oh,
the
my
type person that Vicky was at the time. She was like kind of tomboyish, innit? She was kind of. She doesn't
Do
really.
we have pictures? We can show
Yeah.
our viewers.
Like
No, I didn't.
she's not like. She wasn't. What's the word? She just wasn't like. Not that she wasn't
Like
girly.
girl.
No, she was, but like, she'll punch you in your throat. Like, yeah, like she was that type of girl, innit? So for her to like wait till New Year's Eve.
No, but you're acting as if I just set a clock and time. I was like, yeah, I'm going to tell him.
But why did you wait till
No,
New
we
Year's
were
Eve?
talking. I just thought I might as well. That's not might as well.
Nah, she
So the
waited,
festive
bro.
season didn't play a part.
Nah, it played a part,
I
man.
want to go to the New Year.
No, I think at that point, we talked every single day. So I realised, okay, I actually like this guy. Let me tell him, because obviously it'd been like 2 months it was like a month. Since he told me he liked me. So I thought,
Oh wow, okay. Love the persistent. You was persistent.
I am, man.
So okay, cool. So you said you like each other. You said that him having a child played a part, and I think the key word that you said to was everybody assumed. So now, obviously, we're now getting to the purpose of this. Why I decided for us to bring her on, just to share light into the whole. Like, yes, obviously your brother went through it, unfortunately, which is sad. Well, without going into your brother's details too much, do you think it's toxic because both of them weren't willing to listen to each other, or is it just they're both just it's just toxic? Because a lot of the time I think when it's toxic here is communication breakdown, or they just think they just clash all the time.
I think they had my nephew very young, and there was just I would say communication, and I feel like a lot of times when there's drama, it's because one party or both might not be over each other. Okay. That's one big reason that I constantly see, like the mum or the dad might not be over the other party.
Does this apply to your brother?
To be honest, I don't know. Their drama was just a lot all the time. Yeah, so I don't know. Cool. Yeah, I can't even remember why they broke down. Yeah,
that's fine. So back to you guys. So other issues that again parent or fathers, mothers have when they date someone is then how did your parents take it when they found out that the person you're dating has got a child? How did it? I know
well, they were like.
Come from Nigerian,
well, then again, yeah. Well, my brother has kids, so they can't react that negatively.
Okay.
Obviously, my mum asked me. My mum was concerned, like, okay, what is? I think my parents wanted to know what is their relationship mainly. Okay. Obviously, I didn't tell my parents straight away.
Yeah.
But I told my mum first, and then my dad later on. But yeah, I think the main thing is what is their relationship? Are you sure that they're done? Has she moved on? And stuff like that, yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad, no.
So if your brother didn't have a child, do you think the reaction would have been different? Like if you were the first person to bring someone to the family that had a child, do you think their reaction would have been different?
No, I don't think so. I don't think my parents aren't. They're not completely against it. I think with my dad especially, he just wants to make sure that okay, they're not gonna be together later on down the line.
Oh, like
and,
leave you
yeah, exactly. So once I made that clear that that's not gonna happen, it's cool.
Yeah, that's another myth as well. We need to diffuse. Like people are thinking that further down the line they're gonna go back to the mother of the child. Like
yeah.
I don't know. I just
once that ship is sailed, that ship is sailed.
But I guess in your case it's different because he's someone still younger than times. So I've known some again from like I said from wild mothers.
Yeah.
Like babies fresh from the womb. Back out in the market again.
Yeah.
You know, even fathers off. Like baby just born yesterday.
And they're out doing
and then they move to a girl like my child is a day old. Like
yeah, that's mad.
It didn't even take time to bond with your child, bro.
So did the fact that the child was young, did that worry you as well? Thinking that there might still be some feelings there. Or... Yeah,
I think with me and Alex, it wasn't. I think the good thing about us is we were friends first, and there wasn't a lot of expectations on our relationship. So at first, we liked each other, but it wasn't like I can't explain it. It wasn't like
we were just vibing.
Yeah, I wasn't
pressure on it.
Yeah, there wasn't pressure, so it wasn't like
at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Cool. So as it got serious over the years, the relationship got serious over the years.
Yeah.
So for our listeners and our viewers, what obstacles did you face and how did you overcome them? Why did your eyebrows for? Please put them down, my friend.
What obstacles did I face?
Or you as an individual, basically the whole point. I want to hear the ins and outs. Like, did you get a phone call from the mom saying, or
from the mother of his child?
Yeah, or like,
no,
was there any?
I've never spoken to her.
Okay, fair enough. And so what obstacles would you say you faced as a couple?
I would say the main obstacles were seeing their drama. Like I would see them arguing and stuff like that, and seeing how it affected him.
Okay.
That was a hard obstacle, I would say. Like seeing him not being able to see his child and stuff like that. That was hard because obviously that had a big effect on him.
And did it affect your relationship at any point?
Before you answer that,
at one point did you think, this is just getting long, like let me just end the relationship, I just focus on trying to sort out my life and sort out the relationship with my kids, mom and or did you just how was that for you?
I think not really. I think maybe briefly I must have been like, was this the right move to make? But I'm not, I'm not seeing my child and things are really tough between me and my son's mom. Was it really wise for me to get into a relationship so soon? But then I was like, I think about it. I think about the whole situation and I was like, because of everything, my life was so chaotic at the time, I needed some level of peace, and Vicky brought that. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So yes, and I understand and I appreciate that it was very hard. It would have been hard for Vicky because she would see me arguing, like we'd be having like full blast arguments on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm like wanting to smash my phone and smash it because of the argument we're having. She's having to witness that and seeing what it's doing to me. That's not easy. That's not an easy thing to witness. But she maintained being my peace throughout, and because of that, it wasn't hard for me to make that decision all the time. No, this is my relationship.
So how was that for you? So you on the receiving end of it, like, or witnessing that? Did you ever think, do I don't want to be doing this for the rest of my life? Like, is it too late to leave, or did you ever thought about like leaving the relationship, or how was it for you?
Mad enough, I didn't really. I don't know. Did I ever think about leaving? I think maybe it crossed my mind, but I never like took it seriously, like to a point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna like end it. Maybe it crossed my mind like when it was just getting long between them two. I was like, okay, but yeah, no, it was never like a serious thought where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna end it.
So do you ever think, obviously you said you witnessed it with your brother and all that stuff. Did you ever think, oh, this is the baby mum drama I'm trying to avoid, and now?
Yeah, of course. But it was just clear that, to me anyway, it just seemed like she wasn't over him.
Okay.
And obviously she found out that we were together, and I feel like that just made things 10 times worse. So.
Okay. So now you're giving us gist. So how did that feel? Did you? Okay, I'm gonna ask a question here.
Okay.
Alex, don't look at Alex's face. Have you always trusted Alex 100% in your relationship from when you first met him to?
Well, I don't trust anyone 100%. Wait, do you trust your partner 100% when you first meet them?
No, like what I mean was that at one point did you ever think that it would leave you to go back to?
No.
You didn't. Okay.
No.
And why's that?
Because as I saw the arguments that they were having.
Yeah, but some.
No, and
people
I get
have
that.
their
No,
upsets.
it wasn't just that. It was just the thing is, me and Alex were very open.
Okay.
I think, especially when you're dating someone with a child, there needs to be more transparency than a regular relationship.
That's
exactly
what I'm looking for.
So we were really open with each other. So I didn't have a reason to question it. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say I trusted him 100%, but I wasn't awake at night thinking, oh, he's going to cheat on me with his baby mum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Giving us fathers good names.
Oh my God.
No, but I thought with that as well, because why I asked that question, because a lot of the time when, arguing like that so much, some people are mad. They argue so much, it brings them closer.
Yeah.
Nah.
But, cool.
Me and my son's mom, it wasn't hard for me to make the decision not to be with my son's mom. Not because she's a bad person or anything, but because how we were, I could see my parents. Like it was almost like a complete reflection of what I witnessed with my parents. And my parents' marriage was not great at all. And I was like, I cannot go through what I went through with my parents and then watch my son
and
go
do
through
the
the
same
same
mistake.
thing.
Yeah.
There's just absolutely no way. So it wasn't a given. It wasn't me getting back with my son's mom was just never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
So my next question: how did your friends take it? Because I know girls talk. And when you went back to your friends, like, oh yeah, guys, I'm dating Alex. And, how did the friends take it? Did you lose any friends? Were there any friends?
No, do you know what?
Might be bitter,
in uni, we were like a big group of friends. So uni friends all knew.
Squad.
My back home friends. Well, as I said, my best friend is also is engaged to a father. So
I might have to bring her on one time.
yeah, so she pretty much understood. In fact, she prayed for me to date someone with a child. But anyway.
Oh wow.
No, because when she told me she was dating someone with a child, I was a bit against it.
See how God works.
No, but she was.
See how God
it
works.
was a bit younger, and I was just like, and she just came out of a very toxic situation, and I was like, do you really want to put yourself into another dramatic situation? But they proved me wrong.
Engaged.
Exactly, and I'm happy that she stuck by it. So I'm happy for them. But yeah, so she was like, nah, I hope you get into that situation. My other friends, no one really, I don't know why I would lose friends over that.
No, but when I say lose friends, like, some people are just bad vibes. Like, they'll now be saying, oh, that's when they're now telling you, are you sure you're not sleeping with baby mom and you're not doing
Oh,
this?
no, I never
And
had
you know,
that.
sometimes when people are just bad vibes, you need to cut them off.
Yeah.
Like you're just bad vibes. You don't want me to prosper. Like everything negative. Never done
I mean,
positive.
I had people ask me questions like that. Like, are you sure you trust him? Are you sure he's not like doing things with baby mom? I think because, as I said earlier, because our relationship wasn't like, there wasn't pressure. Maybe I didn't care as much in the beginning.
Okay.
Like I didn't really think about all of that in the beginning.
It was very, very like relaxed.
Yeah.
In the like very beginning stages of our relationship. I'm not to say it's not relaxed now, but there was no expectation. We didn't put any pressure on it.
Like we said we're exclusive, and that was it. It wasn't. I wasn't.
Oh, so
she was
never
like,
asked you out?
No, how it was like, so we started chatting, but then when we was like getting a little bit closer, she was like,
What are we?
No,
I didn't say. I never asked
look,
that. Please.
She knew, because basically she knew the type of person I was at uni, innit? She knew how I was at uni. She was like, look, if you want to get with me, you got to cut off.
I was at uni. I don't know how you was. I didn't go to uni with you. How was you?
It's mad, isn't it? Just living my best life, you know. Baby boy and that, you know. So, I was a bit reckless. So she was like,
so did I not put you off at any point? Like, see how it was, and you was thinking, nah.
I wanted her to see me for exactly who I was.
Alright.
I didn't hide it from her.
I
didn't hide it from her.
No, I liked him. And I said, and as he was about to say, once we started talking, I was like, okay, yeah, this is. I told him, if you want to be with me, all those other people that you're talking to, if you're talking to anyone else,
you're gonna go.
Yeah.
You're gonna go.
And they went,
That's what I did.
Love that.
That's what I did, one by one. It was very long. Very, very long.
Go for the black book, okay.
Not even like that. Not even the black book. Nah, it wasn't like that. But yeah, just one by one, innit? I just had to let them know.
I'll just get
To
there.
be fair,
When I don't reply to your call, I don't
You should,
That should have been what. But
You should,
do you know what it was? It's because I was cool with them. Like I was cool with them, innit? So I didn't want to just like air them.
Everybody knew Alex on that campus. They knew his floor. They knew.
It wasn't that many.
No, it wasn't that many. I wasn't just out there like that. Nah, it wasn't just no. But there was a couple, and it was I just had to.
Nah, fair. I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you, man.
It's okay.
So alright, cool. So we covered the whole friends. We covered the family. So now let's in terms. Have you met his son?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So how was that for you? Like.
The very first time you met AJ.
Yeah, was you nervous?
Oh, that was
Yeah, he literally ran up to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Even I was shocked. Like, he just ran up to her and just
Yeah, like it was a room full of people, and I walked in like in the end. I was the last person to walk in.
Yeah.
And he literally just ran up to me, and he didn't want anyone else to carry him apart from me.
Yeah.
So what? So he knows about her then?
No, but he was like what, 2?
Yeah, he was like 3.
Oh, so you just ran to her without even knowing who she was?
Nah, didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
She was like
kids know these things.
I think I don't know. Like literally, he was just playing about with
Yeah.
everybody, and then he sees Vicky walk in, and just runs up to her.
Yeah.
Just runs up to her and just stares at her for ages.
That's all. I guess that tells you what you need to know.
Yeah.
Well, so what, was you nervous though?
I was nervous because obviously I knew his child was in the room, so I was nervous. But yeah.
That was the very first time.
Yeah.
But it was like an unofficial.
Yeah,
meet.
it's like I wasn't there for long. I was like 20 minutes. So.
If that.
Yeah. So when was the official meet? Like this is daddy's
I
girlfriend.
think he came to my house.
Yeah.
He came to my house.
That was a few years after.
Yeah, a couple years after.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
he definitely doesn't remember the first time. He
yeah.
remember the first time.
So yeah, God. So I want to know.
Oh,
so the first official meet.
Well, obviously.
Tell us let
me tell you my bit because it was
Yeah.
a preparation to it. So I had started like telling AJ, like letting him know that me and his mom were not together.
Okay.
Because like he was obviously he was young, didn't he? He was like what?
3, 4. Yeah.
About 4 at the time, and yeah. So I was just like, obviously he's not understanding that me and his mom aren't together because obviously that's not what he knows.
Yeah.
So when we're like when I'm out with him, I'll just be talking to him and be like, oh yeah, me and your mom were not together, but we still love you very much and all that other stuff. And then I'll start talking about Vicky and start saying, oh, this is somebody that I really like. Again, he doesn't really understand, but it's just for him to know that there's somebody
in a
that's
picture,
important to me.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep telling him every now and again. I'll just bring her up. Every now and then I'll show him pictures of her. Just every now and again bring her up, and then finally, I think I picked him up from school. and he was at mine playing PlayStation games as he does. And then I think Vicky came in, and then obviously I was like, "Hi, AJ, this is Auntie Victoria." I didn't tell him. I wasn't like, "Oh, this is my girlfriend." I was like, "This is Auntie Victoria." Obviously, he'd heard about her, and he knew that this was someone that was important to me. But he was shy, and he was a bit shy. But
he was.
Yeah, you can say
So why did you decide to say Auntie Victoria rather than say Victoria?
Nah, I can't do that. And obviously, I'm Nigerian, bro. There has to be a...
Yeah. I don't know. We've had the discussion before. I don't think I'm not comfortable with a child just calling me by my name.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be
Especially when I have kids, so they're going to be calling me mum and he's going to be walking around the house calling me Victoria.
So what's he going to call you auntie?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but it can't just be Victoria. Like, we're not age mates. I don't know. Like, I think it's the F in me, but I don't know.
I find that flex weird. I don't know. Have we spoke about that before?
I think we have.
Like the whole thing of going from this is auntie to
No, but he knows who I am and he still calls me Auntie Vicky.
Yeah, he knows that.
He knows who I am.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Which I don't mind him calling me Auntie Vicky.
But that probably might have to change. But we'll see. We'll just cross that bridge when we get there. But we're not at that bridge.
Yeah, whatever he's comfortable with calling me.
That's what he will do.
Yeah.
So he wants to call you Victoria.
Nah, that's the one that can't run.
Yeah.
That one can't run.
Yeah, because
No, I don't think we call you Victoria because you raised the child. Well, you raised him to call her Auntie Victoria.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Fair enough. So yeah. So how was it for you then? Like the whole meeting and.
Well, meeting him was lovely. Like, he's a lovely child. He's very energetic. I think the process to meeting him was a bit long, obviously. I've always said that, I think when I was younger, I thought, let me meet the mum first, because I thought that's what she would want.
Yeah.
Because I thought if I had a child, I would want to check out whoever's going to be around my child before they're around my child. Yeah. So we kept on asking the mother of his child whether he kept on asking whether she would like to meet me. She kept on putting off. She said she didn't want to meet me, and then we just came to a decision where it was like, okay, well, our relationship is continuing to progress. We're not gonna keep it on hold because someone doesn't want to meet me. So he told her, well, I'm gonna bring her around.
That was after though.
Oh, okay. Well.
So the child then told her after.
Yeah, so I was just like, look, I can't keep waiting for this girl to be ready. Like, if you're not ready by now, when are you gonna be?
Yeah, because we were like 4 years in.
So how that make you feel? Like, again.
Obviously, I was a bit annoyed. I was like, why does she want to meet me?
Did you feel type of way towards the mum?
No, I don't feel anything towards her. No, I didn't. As I said, I was annoyed, but at the end of the day, she had her reasons. Well, I don't know what her reasons were, but she didn't want to meet me. It's not by force.
So, like, you didn't feel a type of way. You didn't feel awkward. You just like, well, if you don't meet me, I'm still gonna meet your child. I'm dating the father. Like, so just.
Well, at first, when we kept on persisting, I was like, okay, maybe eventually she'd want to meet me.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, maybe she's not ready. That's what she kept on saying. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Then at a point, it was just like, okay, clearly, it's not that you're not ready. You just don't want to meet me. So at that point, that's when we had the discussion. I was like, I don't really care to meet her if she doesn't care to meet me. And yeah. So
if she then said, well, I'm not ready to meet her. This for you, Alec, by the way. I'm not ready to meet her. I don't want to meet her, and because of that, I don't want her around my son. How would you navigate?
That's it's kind of what she did say.
Oh wow!
She was like, yeah, there'll be times where I'll be taking AJ out, and she'd be like, oh, who's gonna be there? And I'll be like, my family. And she'd be like, I'm not comfortable with her being there.
So you just dismissed it.
After 4 years, I had to. After 4 years, I can't.
That one I can't even fight.
Yeah,
exactly.
I can't.
Like, we were very respectful for the first 4 years. Like, when he would tell me that, I wouldn't go to certain things.
The story.
Exactly.
He knows.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't go to certain things just because of that.
Yeah.
So,
please share some light. Go on.
What did I come to?
There was like a park event. There was a park event that she was supposed to go to.
Like a sports day event.
That she was supposed to go to, and I was taking my son there, and she was supposed to go, but because my son's mom verbally told me she doesn't want Vicky to be around him, she couldn't go. Like,
I was
she
just like,
she put on her makeup, she got dressed, she put on her
I was
makeup
just like,
and
I don't
everything.
feel comfortable going. I was like, I'm not going nowhere.
So she just didn't go.
Obviously, I was annoyed, but I was like, I'm not going.
So did you again? So like how did you like now? So I guess obviously over the years, or you kind of like got over it, but like, how did it cross your mind thinking this is actually just long? And why I keep asking you because I just want to get point like.
No, of course I felt like yeah, this is long. At first I was thinking, okay, I'm this is new to me. I haven't got a child. Maybe she's not over the fact that she's not over him.
Yeah.
Let me give her time.
Yeah.
And over time, as I got older, I was just like, she's just taking the piss at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, yeah.
I was just like, yeah, we are continuing.
You wasted makeup.
Exactly. So I think after a while, it was just a thing of he needed to have a conversation with her, and was like, okay, I've been with this girl for 4 years. You've had the chance to meet her.
Yeah.
You've said no. We're gonna do what? I'm gonna introduce her to my child.
Cool. And you guys been blessed, like the relationship with you and AJ, and
Yeah.
I
think it was like a slow progress, but they got there. Like AJ used to like voice note her on the phone and stuff, and it's gone to that relationship.
Really good. I have a niece that's his age, so I would bring her, and they have a really good relationship.
Love each other.
Yeah,
absolutely love each other. It's great.
So how would you feel if AJ just called you mum one day?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, obviously he knows I'm not his mum.
Yeah.
I mean that's
it might seem like
of course. I mean that would be. I would have to talk to Alex about that and see how we. I don't know. It would be very.
I don't think I want him to call him.
Would you stop him though? Like, would you say? I
probably wouldn't ask him to call her.
No, I didn't say. No, I think what we would do if one did just AJ.
I would obviously be like, maybe mum is a bit too much. Maybe, but compromise. Maybe like I don't know. Like,
did he say it by accident, or is he just decided that he wants to call me mum now?
Yeah,
Nah.
Yeah, then that's a conversation for them to have
I wouldn't agree with mum, but it would be along the lines of mum, like Mama
maybe
V
a different.
or I don't know something.
But Mama V makes us sound old.
I don't know, man. It's got something.
Like maybe a different variation of
variations.
mum.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. Whatever he feels comfortable with at the end of the day.
Mum like V.
Mum like V.
Yeah. Or what does Trey call Jada? Bonus mum or something like that.
Yeah, but doesn't walk around calling her bonus mum.
That's what he calls her. He calls her bonus mum.
He's like, yo, bonus mum.
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know what.
I think it's just like if somebody was like,
yeah, that's my bonus. That's my bonus mum.
If somebody comes up and says, oh, who is that to you?
That's my bonus mum.
That's my bonus mum.
Yeah.
I don't think he actually. Like,
yeah, of course. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, bonus mum, you know, I love that.
I do like bonus mum.
That's a new one. Bonus mum. You heard it from us here first, yeah. Cool. I'm going to round it up now quickly. But last few questions I have. If you can do anything different, or if you could, would you do anything differently? And if so, what would it be? You first.
Me first. If I was to do anything differently, what would it be?
Like, or maybe like, you know what? I'm happy with how it went. You have to change.
I think I would have. How do I put this? I wouldn't have given the mother of his child so much power for so long.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like
she just took the piss.
Yeah, it was like, she knew she had the power to be like, no, for time.
Yeah.
When it wasn't even necessary. Obviously, we're being respectful. I was young. I was 18 when we got together. So I was young, but I feel like because of that, she kind of took the piss a bit. So I think I would have met AJ way earlier.
Okay.
Never. Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think I would have been a bit more direct in regards to my approach with my son's mum. Probably just not giving her so much power to begin with. And just been a bit more direct. Like I kind of especially in the beginning, I beat it around the bush about my she knew about Vicky, but I was trying to like slide it in there.
Was you scared of how she would react?
Yeah, not scared.
I think you didn't want to hurt her.
I didn't want to hurt her. Yeah. I didn't want to hurt her because when I told her, and when she asked me who, if I was seeing anybody, and I was like, yes, she was in tears, man. She probably burst into tears. But then she told me some other news, and I was like, why are you telling me that?
So do you think it's always easier if the mum moves on first?
Probably.
I think so, to be honest.
Probably, because I probably wouldn't have gone through all of this if she had met somebody else. But she was dating other people at the same time, though. That's what I don't understand. She was dating other people.
Yeah, but they're not you.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well.
No, alright, cool. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think I just would have been a bit more direct and just been, look, I'm seeing someone, this is how it is, and whether you're on board or not, this is what it is.
Alright. Well, my final question, and this is to you, Vicky. So the floor is yours. What advice would you give someone that is dating someone with a child, or like, what advice would you give? Yeah, someone that's dating someone with a child, or that could potentially date someone with a child.
I would say don't go into it expecting drama, because a lot of times we do. Everyone has the negative stories. We don't hear positive stories a lot.
Yeah. And that's why you're here.
Yeah, exactly. So don't go in it expecting drama, but be ready for it. Like be ready, but don't expect it. So don't just think that his baby mom's gonna be or the mother of his child is gonna be like a witch straight away. Like she could actually be really nice. So that's my first piece of advice. And don't force it. I know a lot of people that are not comfortable dating people with children, but they still try and compromise and force it because they like the guy so much. But I would never tell someone to force it, because that child isn't going anywhere. And if you're not comfortable with them having a child and not always coming first, then don't force it, because you're not going to come first. Yeah, so my main two pieces of advice.
Good one, to be fair.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Well, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. Fathers do deserve love, and it's not all crazy as people make it sound, and they don't all go back to the mother of their child. We have sense. We have sense, and honestly, just want to say thank you to.
Thank you for having me. Thank you,
Victoria, for coming on the podcast and kind of be open and honest with your situation. We appreciate it, and I hope you guys have learned as well. Before we round it off, Vicky, any if you want to promote?
So I actually have a podcast with my best friend called the Checklist Podcast. So listen to that if you want to.
And where is that?
That is on Spotify, Apple Music, all platforms, Google Play. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll put all the link in the description box below. What is it about?
Thank you. So it's just like everyone, especially women, we go through life and we have a checklist. Like get married, have kids by a certain age. So it's just questioning the checklist, whether that's a societal thing. And it's just questioning everything on the checklist, basically.
Okay, yeah, please guys, feel free, or not even feel free, make sure to check out.
Check it out.
Alex, thank you so much, brother. I know you're there. You've been pinching her. You've been pinching her. I'm sure on the drive you'll be like, listen, any question you ask you, make sure you answer it well.
Nah, she did well.
No, but honestly, these are one of my favourite couples as well. I love them together. They just show that it can work. Like being a father, being a mother, you can actually co-parent as well whilst being in a relationship. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. I know there's probably some questions that I've missed. And if there are any questions that you guys want to know, feel free to message. I will then. I'm sure she'll be back again.
Yeah, if you want me to come back, let me know. I don't mind a part 2.
It's called Fathers to Fathers.
Listen.
But apart from that, if there are any questions you guys want to know as well, feel free to DM, message, whatever, and we'll probably get her on again for a part 2 of maybe for an update, but who knows.
Yeah.
But remember guys, we're always here to empower,
educate,
and evolve. We've been joined by the lovely
Victoria.
And I'm your host, Emmanuel.
And I'm your host, Alex.
Guys, have a blessed week.
Take
Bye,
care,
guys.